Yes, I'm back. And right now I want to talk about an unfortunate story that recently broke the news. Of course, it wasn't mainstream because they like to hide stories like this. But there was a young brother in Washington State, just only 18 years old, was found hanged from a tree in a wooded area. Let's go ahead and play the clip.
Hopes the public might help them find some answers about the death of their 18-year-old son. Investigators found Ben Cada hanging from a tree in a wooded area of Lake Stevens in early January, about 2 months after he was reported missing. Well, Lake Stevens police officials say originally the county medical examiner ruled Ben's death a suicide, but an update posted late this afternoon on the medical examiner's website shows his cause of death was hanging, but his manner of death is undetermined, meaning essentially the medical examiner can't say for sure whether Ben hanged himself or not. Now, his family and others want anyone who may know something about Ben's disappearance and death to please speak up.
Ben was a happy young man. He was generous and kind young man that I have ever known. We believe that somewhere, someone must know something about this case, and we urge people to come forward and contact the police.
Lake Stevens police tell us their investigation into Ben's death will stay open while they wait for results of the lab tests. Today, three of President Trump's...
All right, that was it. First off, the media, you're full of shit. Number one, because they're trying to hide this issue behind his religion. Saying, "Oh, this attack was if it was an attack," because you see how they every time a black person is found hung nowadays, it's just suicide. Number one, black people, we have the lowest suicide rate in this country. I think in the world too. I could be wrong, but it's damn sure we have the lowest suicide rate in the USA. That's a fact. And that's kind of crazy because you would think our suicide rate would be higher because all the bullshit we go through in the system of white supremacy. But yeah, the news, you're full of shit. Trying to hide this shit behind a religion. That's not true. This man was lynched by some evil albinoid, demonic, recessive gene white supremacists. That's a fact. Because in them mountain states like Washington, Oregon, Nevada, California, all them states is racist as hell. Like severely racist. Like this is the problem with black people. We look at white supremacy from a fucked up perspective. We think, oh, that's just in the South. No, these crackers is everywhere that are evil with their anti-black phobia. But little they don't really talk about the history of black people getting terrorized in the mountain states like Washington, Oregon, all that. I told y'all before in a previous video, black people weren't even allowed in Oregon in the early 1900s. Let a black person be found in Oregon in 1914. You were getting your ass burnt alive. There was no segregation. You just wasn't allowed there. So this is very unfortunate. All I'm gonna say is, black people, we need to start doing people how they treat us. We need to stop being scary, and we just gonna have to punch the bully in the mouth, man. It's the only reason why. Until we do that, we just gonna keep getting bullied. What the bully say on recess? What you gonna do after he slaps you around and kicks your ass and take your lunch money? What you gonna do? Nothing. That's why the bully keep getting at you. You don't do nothing. Like Banner said in the one song. What he say? He said, "We won't fight back because we think they look like Jesus." That's real shit. Black people collectively fear white people. All that praying and marching, that shit ain't gonna work. It's about economics. Once you get your economic stability up, you need to protect it. Like because I was listening to Corey Holcomb show the other day, the comedian. Even though he tells a lot of jokes, a lot of people have mixed feelings about it. He be breaking down a good game. But yeah, I like how he has his brother Zoe on there. And Zoe was talking about how we need to start getting economic stability. And Corey, he couldn't really understand that because he be on some rational shit. Just want to go get a ski mask and go shoot up the people who do us harm. But I agree with both sides. I agree with Corey and Zoe. Because Corey, he did bring up an interesting point. He was like, Zoe, do you know what happened to Black Wall Street? How they bombed it? Yeah, they did. But it doesn't mean we should be discouraged, and we shouldn't be scared to build up another Black Wall Street. And this time when we build Black Wall Street, we have to protect it. That's why I say we need to practice our Second Amendment and bear arms. Because when you show crackers that you ain't afraid to bust it, then they'll think twice before they fuck with you. But I'll leave the article in the description about this situation. Let me know what y'all think. Get in the comments, like, subscribe, share the video.